Hello everyone, and welcome to the R.C. Palmer Secondary School Pre-AP Incentive Program Overview. My name is Mr. Liang, and I'm the Program Coordinator for the 2020 to 2021 school year, and I'd like to thank you for joining me on this brief look at our program. I'll be talking about the incentive program philosophy, our academic and extracurricular components, as well as the application process. So if your son or daughter, or you yourself as a student, are interested in joining the program, you'll know what to expect when the applications come around. The core of the incentive program is really all about academic, extracurricular, and community excellence. Incentive students are the types of students to go above and beyond to really get the most out of their high school experience. And the incentive program essentially provides them with the framework, the support, and the opportunities that they can use to maximize their potential. So on the academic side, the incentive program has its own enriched and accelerated curriculum, and the idea is this helps students prepare for some of the more challenging courses they may wish to take later on. So whether it is advanced placement courses, AP courses that Palmer offers, or continuing on with their studies in post-secondary institutions, the work habits and the study skills they're developing in incentive will help these students feel more prepared, more confident, and ultimately be more successful in these programs later on. Of course, there is more to a strong student than just academics, and incentive, being a cross-grade and cross-curricular program, have a number of opportunities that really encourage these students to develop other aspects of their personality. So our extracurricular programs, the overnight trips, all the cultural experiences, all of those things really encourage students to develop their sense of self, to develop their critical thinking skills, their self-discipline, their self-motivation, the ability to persevere. A lot of these characteristics that we find in strong positive role models in the community. And finally, this does end up leading up to the community excellence component of the program. Many of the incentive students, by the time they're grade 11 or 12, are often natural leaders within the school or within the community. So whether they are presidents of school clubs or they're volunteering their time to local causes, these students are now giving back to the community that helps support their growth in the first place. Now, if we take a look at a bit more detail about the academic program, incentive students are enrolled in a blended program where their core academic courses in English, math, science, and social studies are taken in an incentive-specific curriculum, and then their other remaining courses are electives that they select from the Palmer secondary offerings. So the English and the social studies, as you can see up here, do have their own enriched incentive-specific curriculum. So the incentive teachers there have developed their own program that does cover content that goes above and beyond what the B Stream Ministry guidelines recommend. The math and the science, however, is not only enriched, it is also accelerated. So the incentive students will complete their grade 8, 9, and 10 years, that's 3 years of math and science, in only 2. Which means that by the time that they are grade 10 students, they're able to access all of the senior level courses, which I've shaded in a darker shade here. And the idea with this is, one of the key advantages is that by the time that they're in grade 12, there are so many math and science courses available, many students often find it difficult to fit it all into their schedule. So either they're omitting some of these courses by not taking them, or they're forced to take some of these courses during summer school to complete. They simply have to work around their timetable. For incentive students, being able to have the 1-year head start on these programs allows them to complete more of these math and science electives. This is particularly useful because many of these students have a variety of interests. So when they're applying for university programs, they want to make sure they're covering all the prerequisites that they need to get into the programs that they want. Of course, the academic program is a very rigorous, very intensive program, and the incentive staff are there to support them. But also the incentive students are there to support each other. Because there is an application and selection process, this means that the incentive students are essentially in a class with like-minded individuals. And we encourage their team building and their bonding through a variety of field trip opportunities. And this allows them to essentially develop a sense of community within the grades. All of these cultural and outdoor experiences, as I mentioned before, are there to help foster a variety of different personality traits and to really help these students grow as individuals to develop a more well-rounded personal profile. We see that this is working particularly in the recognition that these students gain. So whether it is scholarships that they win or acceptances into post-secondary programs, a lot of these institutions are now starting to look for more than just strong academic students. They're looking for students that have overcome challenges or have taken on some sort of initiative or have made some sort of difference in their community. And the idea in the incentive program is a lot of the support that the students are getting from each other, and especially from their senior grades, really help to foster that development. So some of the extracurricular programs we have include our Camp Squamish. That is for the grade 8, 9, and 10 incentive students, which is a 3-day intergrade camp. These students get an opportunity to work as a team, both within their grade and then between the 3 grades. And again, the idea there is just to encourage these students to work together, start to understand each other a little bit more, understand a little bit more about the incentive attitude, the incentive spirit. We also take a selection of grade 11 or 12 incentive students as mentors. So earlier I mentioned that there's an opportunity for them to give back, and at this camp, this is an opportunity for them to really show the junior students what incentive is all about. The grade 8 and 9 students also take part in the Palmer Science Fair, where they get an opportunity to really explore a bit of scientific experimentation, some scientific research, academic writing, aspects like that. And then from there, we have some grade-specific programs. So the grade 8 students take part in a 5-day outdoor experience at Camp Strathcona on Vancouver Island, where they get a chance to try canoeing or kayaking, hiking and camping, rock climbing, a variety of different experiences there. The grade 9 students also take part in a social responsibility component where we encourage them to go out and volunteer in the community. And then the grade 10 students go to the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, which is a 5-day trip which allows them to really experience a little bit more about the performing arts. They get a chance to see plays, go behind the scenes and meet the actors, the producers, the costume makers, and really explore a variety of the different activities that are out there in the world. And then ultimately it all culminates with our annual incentive potluck, which is a celebration of all the different things that incentive students have done. They get a chance to reflect on all the fun activities they've been doing. Perhaps they can reflect on how they kind of stepped outside their comfort zone and they challenged a different activity and didn't think they could do. A nice experience for these students to celebrate all the great things they've done. Now, as you can see, Incentive is a very packed program. It is a very intense program on the academic side, and on the extracurricular side, there are quite a lot of expectations for the students. So there is an application and a selection process. It begins with an application form for the students, as well as a math and English entrance exam and an interview. So if you are interested in the program, we do encourage you to apply. All of the information is actually available on our website at palmerincentive.com. So should you have any questions, please do make sure you visit our Contact Us page, and there you can email or call, and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have. So thank you for joining me. I hope that gives you a good understanding of what the incentive program is all about. And if you're a student that is going to be at Palmer and hopefully at Incentive, I look forward to speaking with you very soon. Thanks for joining me. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.